get you settled in here. Let's go have a look-see. So I committed to kind of film a whole lot more this year, kind of show you the serious stuff I do, the light stuff I do, the heavy stuff I do, and why we do what we do. So today is April 29th, 12:26 p.m. After a storm has passed through overnight, temperature's about, I don't know, 65. Wet. Like prime swarming. So I'm going to just do a general apiary kind of walk around, and we'll talk about some important points. I'm not digging into bees yet. I'm excited, nervous. As I know just from experience, this is like prime swarm weather, just hot swarm weather. So no matter how much you want bees to settle down, they're not going to settle until they want to. I call it locking down. As soon as the girls decide, okay, we've had enough of this, whoops, we're going to lock it down. And they won't start really building serious until they're done. On the tripod. This is just right out the back door. Hold on. Get all our wiring undone. Jeez. So we have this really smart Aussie Shepherd. She can open gates. Crazy dog. She can speak 4 different languages. Do you know that? Russian, Italian, American, German, and Aussie too. That's 5. Okay, kidding. Okay, so let's check it out. I'm interested in several things. This group right here, Lord heavens, are still there. All right, hang tough. Let's just get right here. And talk about this. Oh boy. So you can try to put bees in a box, but if the bees don't want to stay there, out they come. Okay. Let me get my thoughts together here. All right, here's a number of lessons all rolled to one. When a swarm comes out, most all the beekeepers think, oh, there's just one queen. Well, actually, that's rather rare. You can have the mother queen and then some of her daughter queens, virgins. I've caught swarms with as many as 12 other queens besides the mother queen. So over the years I've learned the swarms typically will have multiple queens. The challenge, good thing, however you want to look at it, is when a swarm comes out and you got catch boxes out here like this, those queens can divide up. They can. They're like, they will take some bees with them and they can divide. Some will go here, some will go there. And we don't know until we kind of get into a box and look around. So what I'm looking at, I know you may not be able to tell. I'm going to use my old knife blade. There it is. That colony right there, or that box, that's a dead out. And there's lots of bees coming in and out of that box. Okay, that's interesting to me. Like abnormally a lot. Don't know if they're scout bees. Don't know what they're doing. Okay, this catch box right here, that catch box right there, they have notable bees coming on and off the porch. Okay, so it's a mystery here. I'm giving you a mystery here. So although this is a dead out, there's no swarm commander in there, no temp queen. Swarm commander and temp queen in this one, and that one, and that's another dead out. Now, I'm just, not in a real super hurry to tear out the dead outs. It's about time to do it. Because I need to get to those brood frames. I'm thinking, okay, so this catch box right here has a lot of activity coming in and out of the porch. And what the heck? I don't know. I have to be patient. It could be scout bees from another colony. And if I, what am I, about 15 feet away, 20 feet away, I'm okay. I don't want to disturb them so quick. What I'm perplexed at is the bees that are still on the face of the box. Like, okay, now what? Through the storm and the rain, and they're hanging all the way down to the bottom of the porch. They're hanging in there. Okay, so let's go around the tree and sneak to the other side. We're going to look at some porches and some flight activity. I really want my students to get hold on, to get good at flight activity. So, speaking of which, you always hear them before you see them. I don't know if you can see these. That group right there, that box, that's an actual dead out. It's got a truckload of wax moth cocoons and damage from last year. I just set it down there and I hadn't got to it to break it open and clean it. And a swarm took it. As nasty as it was, a swarm took it. So it's all cockeyed and cattywampus on a rotted bottom board. And there's a good colony in there now. It's 12:35 something. And these bees are coming back from the field kind of early. Of course, they're into nectar, big time, rolling nectar. So they'll be all jammed up. Somewhere between 12 and 2 is return time, flight time, and dance time. They'll be dancing hard because they've been in the field for 5-6 hours maybe. And swarm time typically is between 1 and 2. Very weird how that works. You can almost set your clock by swarm time, or swarm time by your clock, however, whatever. Just rather consistent, 1 to 2 o'clock. It can happen any time, but more times than not, 1 to 2 in the afternoon. I'm looking in the tree to my left. I don't see anything hanging. Okay, now what? I'm looking at. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if I can. There it is. Okay, let's watch real close. I see lots of dancing again on the face. But this time, the direction is towards 2 o'clock position. Like if you were looking at a clock and 12 o'clock is top center, vertical, or top center, yes. Then 2 o'clock is, to the right. They're dancing. Lots of them. Don't know what to say about that. I still consider them in swarm mode. Yeah, a lot of them. They haven't decided on a home. My gut feel is they haven't decided on a home. Okay, so the bee democracy continues. Dancing, a lot of them to the northeast, 2 o'clock. Very strange. Cool. Cool strange. In 16 years of full-time beekeeping, I've not seen bees do this, like you deposit them to a box and they salute you and say thank you very much, and off they go, you know, into the box. Every now and then, only a couple of times have they marched back out and taken off. That's rare too. But to plant on the front side of the box, they went in, over half of them went in when I deposited them, and they came back out. And they've been there for several days. Huh. Lots of them dancing to the 2 o'clock position. They're still, I think they're still debating. I think they're still looking for a house. We'll see. Good lesson. How about this catch box? A few bees. A few bees. Now see, I came up here within 15 feet and I think I've disturbed them. Okay, so look at the wooden box to the left. Wooden box. Look at the gray box to the left. There's more bees coming. They're real interested in that one. Don't know. Okay? Okay, so the catch box to the right. Here come some bees. Straight in. No? What are we doing? I'm watching the hole. If they zip in and out of the hole with a purpose, likely they own it. I see curious flights, like floating around, looking at the front, the sides. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. All right, off we go. I'll watch my time here. Kind of spin you too fast. Okay, whoa, that didn't work. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. Huh. Okay, hold on. Get myself settled. Oh. Ah. Back up. Goodness, Kendall. Heaven's sakes. Sorry. There's the nuke that we set down yesterday. Okay, let me back out. There we go. Interesting. All right. This is a dead out. We've plugged up. We'll work it later. There's the nuke I caught yesterday. Set down. Bees are coming and going. And then catch box, catch box, catch box, catch box, dead out. All three of the catch boxes have Swarm Commander Temp Queen. I'm watching the holes on the catch boxes. Now those three catch boxes are deep bodies. They're 1x12 bodies. They're not brood boxes. They're empty, no frames. The tops are mediums with full frames. A comb, full complement of comb up top. New beekeepers get real stressed. They're like so anxious to make honey. Whoa, we want to make honey. I know that. But you've got to wait for them to lock down. All this flying and swarming and running and woo, man. In this weather like this, man, it's good, but it's bad. It's just like catch and set, catch and set, catch and set. And after a little bit, you kind of get tired of that. Catch and set, and come on, are we ever going to make any honey? And all of a sudden, it's like a switch goes off, and they all start locking down, And when you get a lot of bees, a lot doing a little, all of a sudden everything changes and they build, and you'd almost think, no, they can't make that. And all of a sudden, you get massive compounding going, and they just build a truckload of honey. It is just so crazy. Very, very, very cool how that works. All right, so let me change spots again. This is one of the reasons I want to film today, is because this weather over here is just, it's spongy under my feet, spongy, high water table, lots of water, nectar's rolling like a river. And I'm real curious to look inside these catch boxes later. Now watch this. I can't do this now. I'll give them some days. If I stand to the side, let's see if I can do it here, like this side here, or maybe I stand here so I could see this one and this one, or that's it. I would stand, stand here, and then stand here to look at each porch, and I want to see pollen coming in. And if I see pollen coming in, there's only one reason to bring pollen in, and that's to feed eggs and larvae. And if there's eggs and larvae, that means we have a laying queen. And if there's a laying queen, well, that means we've picked up a swarm from somewhere, or the swarm was issued and in the air the queen separated and divided. They can do that. All this division. You have to understand bees work on a principle of balance, even in the air, balance. It's a driving force. Balance. We got to get balanced. In other words, they have all the pieces to the puzzle inside the house, like nectar and pollen and drones and workers and a queen and larvae and wax comb. And if they don't have some of those pieces, they get real stressed, out of balance, and they'll just work like mad to get back into balance. Okay, so I'm looking at this catch box. I'm looking, oops, right there at that hole. Now I have bees, 4 or 5, half dozen bees that are like hanging on the hole. That's like a defense posture, defense attitude, like we're hanging on this for a reason. Protecting, defending, owning. $17. Okay, back out. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my veil on. I've got 3 Russian cyans I need to go set up right here. I'm going to do them right here. They've been on the ground for a few days. It's time to get them so you can watch me punch in some cyans. I'll get back out where, something like that. Oh, you know. You can still hear me. Be a bit of a distance. Okay. It's the weather. Man. Squash, 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 squash. Squash, squash. I didn't bring my swarm commander in my pocket, I wish. It's just a shepherd's rod. And there is actually a bee on the bottom of the cyan. Imagine that. And Okay. Oh my goodness. I just laugh. There you go. Now, there's still bees on the cyan. Okay. Oh man. Cyans are this strategy is very powerful, particularly when you put pheromones on them. I put it in here. Now, okay, there's the shepherd's rod. Okay, so let me show you up close. Do it this way. Get closer. Bees still, I think they're getting some daubles of wax. There's the temp queen stick, just stapled in. Pheromone's still there, and we'll squirt 2 or 3 squirts on the bottom of the cyan. It'll come back out later. But I'm showing you how simple it is. What is that, 18 inches? I don't know, 20 maybe? Maybe 15 by 15. And a cord, nothing fancy. But they like flat surfaces, and the pheromones, that's their weakness. That's your leverage over them. And they'll just hang. The beauty of this is, it's like a wick, and it's wicking pheromones into the air. And if a swarm does take it, it makes for a very easy delivery. I've got bees around my head. Well, you are interested. Something. Reading, reading body language or flight language. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of bees interested in that cyan. Boy, stuff can happen quick. Okay. Yeah. So let me give you an example. This is just apiary strategy stuff. All right. Get over here. That hive, remember, was just an old dead out that was moth covered inside. It's nasty, still nasty. I'll have to go in there and work it. It's been there 2 years. A swarm took it. But before a swarm took that old one, I had set this catch box here. This was a double medium with comb. I set it down one afternoon with Swarm Commander in it. By the next evening, there was a big group in there. Well, once a colony takes a box, it's just like this is a neighborhood now, and bees feel comfortable in a neighborhood of other bees, as weird as that is, and they will take that as a catch box. Now that's not what I really wanted, but I'll take the bees. You know, I just have to work them and give them a clean house. But what I'm stressing to you is, as much as beekeepers get in and want to look around and dig around and pull and inspect and and they're so sensitive inside, yes, that's true. But you need to be equally sensitive to apiary management and strategy. That's why I'm making this film. Watching flight language, Russian cyans set up strategically, catch boxes set up strategically, pheromones placed strategically. Yeah. So now I'm looking at that row and I'm going, okay, I'm anxious to look in some of these catch boxes, and let's just see really what we got going on. Okay, so here's a possibility. All the catch boxes here on the pads have Swarm Commander and Temp Queen in them. Now, that's pretty powerful pheromone, that'll hold them in there. But what if there is no live queen, and the bees are reading the pheromone and they go, we smell a queen here, we're staying here. But there's no live queen. Okay, but what if there's like 2 softball sizes of bees in there with no queen? I'm going to assess that, and I'm going to pull that frame that has that temp queen stapled on it. Rather than wrestle out the temp queen stick, I'm just going to pull the frame. It's easier, just pull the frame, give them another frame. But I'm going to spritz them, and I'm going to put a queen in on them. Install a queen in a cage. Now, why I do that? Well, if they already have enough bees to take care of a queen, the bees are already there. The only missing piece they got is a queen, a mated queen in a cage. But she's got to have about 2 softball sizes of bees to take good care of her. What if it's not 2 softball sizes? What if it's just a baseball size? Probably put a queen in and reduce the box a lot to maybe a 5-frame medium. 5-frame medium box. Reduce the space. Then I'm sensitive to space management. In the catch boxes here, the bottom boxes are a big open void, empty frame. So I kick those out, give them a new bottom board, set them back down. Space management. Not too much space. But with the activity I'm seeing, I don't know where these bees are coming from. Bees checking me out. That's interesting. Okay, so that was interesting. I'm walking away, but I'm going over here to the rose bush. Whoa. Poo. Yeah. Let's see if I can do this. No bees. No, that's cool. That's fine, you know. Typically you'll hear the swarm before you see them. You'll hear that low buzz. And let's watch this. I'll give you a lesson. Watch this. Yeah, this is an important trick. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. See that bush? But I have here on this old fence line some big bushes. All right, watch this. So you come along to a bush and you see bees kind of flurrying over the top. And a lot of times beekeepers discount that like, they're getting nectar. No. Slow down. Slow down, because bees like to hide behind. So if I see it on one side, what I need to do is come to the end of the line somehow and look over and under. I've got a bee who is not real happy. I'm looking on the opposite side of these bushes. Always the opposite side I'm going around. What is this? It pays to walk your property out a couple of times a day if you can, like you're looking for Easter eggs. Like you're looking for Easter eggs. Behind, underneath. Swarms are shy and they'll hide. They'll hide from you. And if you don't make a concerted effort to really look, you're gonna miss them. Now, I don't like wild multiflora rose bushes. They're hard to manage, but boy, they are a magnet for swarms. And I've had them get deep inside, and it's very frustrating when they go inside. It takes forever to cut your way in there. That's why I'm sensitive to the scions. Oh man, it's just so much easier. Okay, it's just so much easier. All right. Here's the apiary review. We're not done. We got a lot of action. And I don't know what's going down. Swarm, the catch boxes are seeing a lot of action. The weather's prime. Okay. I'm looking around. Look, this is catch and set, catch and set, catch and set. And if it all of a sudden dries out, then it will slow down. Now, my attitude is I'm going to catch them. Catch and set, catch and set. Then I'm going to get to a point soon here, okay, I really don't want this many. And I can fulfill some of the orders on the bee list that we manage. I don't have to keep them all. I've got this one bee. She says, your day's done, dude. Okay, my day's done. Check you later. That's some good lessons there. You can watch the video again. It's all about strategy. It's not always about tearing into a box, about strategy. Weather, weather, weather. Holy cow. All about the weather too. High water table. Spongy. Whew. Bees are on the road, on the move, big time. All right, check you later.